What if there were errors in your Bible? What if intentional changes were made? Would you want to know the truth? Would you want the Bible to be corrected from corruption? Let's talk about changes that were made to the Genesis genealogy and timeline. Specifically, the ages at which each generation of birthright begat the next generation. Let's take a look at the King James Biblical Genealogy timeline of Genesis. Here we see the begat age, the years lived, and the birth and death years from Adam. Now let's take a look juxtaposed to the older version from the writings of Josephus, the chronicler. Josephus lived around the time of Christ and was an ancient history recorder. His writings are available in a modern book now. When they are juxtaposed, you can see that 600 years has been removed from the year length of the timeline. The begat year of age has been reduced by 100 years on each of 6 of the birthright generations of Genesis. The older Septuagint version of Genesis also matches the writings of Josephus on this timeline. Now we can also add in the BC year date on each, if we have the beginning year. I believe the beginning year of Adam's creation or birth is hidden in the name of God, the Tetragrammaton of Yahweh. I believe the year date is plainly hidden in the numbers of the Tetragrammaton name. Let me show you what I mean. Here is a picture of the Tetragrammaton name in Paleo-Semitic. The Tetragrammaton is read from right to left, but the numeric values are normally read from left to right. Here is a key of the first 10 letters of the pictograph alphabet as a reference. These are the Paleo-Semitic pictographs and their values, 1 through 10. There are 2 year dates that are easily seen in the numbers of the Tetragrammaton. They are 5650 BC, and 10,565 BC, one left to right, the other right to left. Here is the Tetragrammaton name twice, with both values given, and their purpose. As you can see, they are referred to as Adam's birth year and the beginning year of the age of Leo. If we use the year 5650 BC as the beginning year in a fully corrected timeline, it appears to fit perfectly with chronological and historically recorded history. Let's take a look at the fully corrected timeline with the BC year date added with the timeline. The BC year dates appear on the far right, beginning with 5650 BC. As you see, the longer timeline fits better with the beginning year given in the Tetragrammaton. Now let's take a look at the remaining genealogy timeline of Genesis. First, let's look at the timeline in the King James Version Bible. This is the patriarch genealogy list after the flood, from Shem to Joseph. As you see, Canaan has been omitted from the genealogy timeline. Now let's take a look juxtaposed to the older Septuagint version of Genesis. Here you see that Canaan was originally in the timeline, as the 13th generation. As you see, almost 900 years has been removed from the second half of the Genesis genealogy. this including the years removed with the entire generation of Canaan. I believe there are some other minor scribing errors in the Septuagint version also. But they are minor, and I do not want to go into the particulars of their becoming. With much research, I have been able to remove all of these minor errors also. Now let's take a look at the fully corrected timeline, with the BC years added in also. There is one more minor error that I am investigating in the years lived of one patriarch, but this will make no difference in the BC year dates. As you see, this places the year of the Great Flood, or Deluge, as the year 3394 BC. This year date fits much better with what we know about ancient recorded history and archaeology. The corrected Genesis timeline then ends with the birth of Joseph, in the year 2021 BC. This year date of 2021 BC, is very near to the beginning year of the age of Aries. This also being the same as the end of the age of Taurus, this being the age that began with Enoch. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Check out the book series, The 24 Elders and a Little Scroll. Here is the link. Thanks again.